Hey students, welcome to your weekly art video. In this week's video, we will review for your 3.19 test. Here's your week at a glance. There was no school on Monday, so hopefully you're watching this on Tuesday. So be sure to take your test on Thursday. And then on Friday, there is no school for students again, so short week for you guys. Okay, we are going to review for your quiz, and your quiz is due on Thursday. So I have got a Kahoot for you to play. These are just screenshots of the game questions from the Kahoot. So do me a favor, stop this video, go play the Kahoot first, and then come back to this and we can go over the correct answers. So a link to the Kahoot is in the weekly announcement. It is also in the semester checklist. Okay, so question one, what structural characteristic made Joseph Paxton's Crystal Palace unconventional? The correct answer is the iron support structure is visible. And if you look at this picture, you can clearly see that it is visible. Always look at the pictures on your test. Always look at the pictures. Number two, which of the following is a characteristic of the daguerreotype as seen in Louis Daguerre's The Artist's Studio? The correct answer is the image captures great detail, pattern, and texture. Pictures never looked like that before, which is weird for us these days, right? Okay, the next question. Which of the following statements is an example of realism in the French artist Rosa Bonheur's Plowing in the Nervais? By the way, I have seen this in Paris. It's beautiful, huge, gigantic. Okay, the answer is it depicts an everyday contemporary scene without idealization. Okay, remember in realism, they were trying to capture things like a camera almost. Okay, next question. Which statement best describes American realist painter Winslow Homer's artistic approach in Prisoners from the Front? The correct answer, he based his oil paintings on the preparatory sketches that he made in the field. Remember, he was a reporter. And so he was trying to report in the newspapers what was happening during the war. Okay, which statement best describes French Impressionist painter Claude Monet's approach to painting? Monet painted a subject several times under different lighting and weather. Okay, if you remember, he painted this painting many, many, many times of this bridge, and you can see it in all different lightings and all different colors. What type of subject matter did French Impressionist painters such as Pierre-Auguste Renoir depict? The correct answer is vignettes of carefree Parisians enjoying leisure activities. Again, if you look at the picture, it clearly tells you that's what they're doing. Always look at the picture. What characteristic of Impressionism did American artist Mary Cassatt use in Mother Combing Her Child's Hair? The answer is loose strokes of vibrant color. And if you zoom in, you can see that. I know it's hard to tell because it's only that big. Which characteristic of Japanese woodblock prints did French Impressionist artist Edgar Degas use in Four Dancers? Cropping figures off the edge of the picture. See how you don't see this full person? Actually cropped off legs here, right? Pointillism technique that French post-impressionist artist Georges Seurat used in A Sunday Afternoon on the Island, placing tiny dots of pure color next to each other on a canvas that blend. If you have an opportunity, Google this so that you can see it on a much bigger scale. That way you'll have a better appreciation of how unbelievable this painting really is. It's just dots. The whole thing's dots. Which statement best describes French post-impressionist painter Paul Cézanne's approach to painting? The correct answer is he arranged compositions using patches of color to show the surface planes. Again, look through your text so that you can see that painting much bigger. How did the post-impressionist artist Paul Gauguin convey emotion in La Arena Maria? By using bold colors and organic lines and shapes. Which of the following is a technique that post-impressionist artist Vincent van Gogh used in Wheatfield with Crows? short, slashing brushstrokes in vibrant hue that intensify the effect. How does the Norwegian painter Edvard Munch painting The Scream reflect symbolist conventions? He uses the figure and the landscape to communicate personal feelings and an idea. You think he was communicating some personal feelings here? Look at this. Look at the dude back here. Yeah. Which of the following is a characteristic of Auguste Rodin's sculpture of Burghers of the Calais? The variation in surface texture capture movement and emotion. Again, this is much bigger in your text. Please be sure to go back and look at that. Which of the following conventions of Art Nouveau did Louis Comfort Tiffany use in Magnolias and Irises? Curvilinear lines and organic shapes drawn from the natural world. Remember, that's almost the definition of Art Nouveau. Okay, curvilinear lines and organic shapes drawn from the natural world. Okay, next question. Describe the way that Art Nouveau architect Victor Horta designed the interior spaces of this building. He oversaw every detail to ensure a unified effect. Okay, don't forget that your test is due on Thursday, and have a great short week. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. Bye, everybody.